guys, happy Friday. So joining you from my dining room this morning. I got Kramer behind me there. Back here I got Jack from The Shining. My wife lets me decorate the house however I want, which is awesome. So today's video, I'm going out to a service call. I got a call from this gentleman last night, and he's got a Airbnb. He's actually the property manager, but he's got an Airbnb that the AC quit working. He had the renters, the people that are renting it here for the next week or so, check the breaker. What he did was he flipped the breaker off, flipped it back on, checked the filter, and the system started running again. And I said, well, that's good that it's running, but you should probably have me still go out there and take a look at it and make sure that it doesn't happen again, because we'll be right back where we are now. And he kind of him and hawed about it a little bit. I talked him into having me go out, so I'm going to go out there and give this system a little once over, make sure there's nothing obvious that's going to make it kick off again. It might have been fluky, but we will see. So yeah, that's what today's video is, a quick AC check. I'm going to check all the components, kind of what I showed you on yesterday's video, but I can actually do it out at a customer's house. And you know, if you're a new tech, it's good learning stuff for you, because it's basic stuff that if you're new in the field, you're going to see almost on a daily basis. Yeah. If you're a maintenance tech or something, you're going to see this type of stuff, and you're going to be expected to know how to check this stuff out. So I'd like to thank everybody for all the subscriptions. It looks like you guys are hitting that subscribe button for me, which I really appreciate. I'd really appreciate more comments on the videos. I really appreciate if you hit that like button more. You know, it helps the algorithm to get more people to the videos, and allows the channel to grow and for me to continue to keep putting out these videos, and keeps me motivated. You know, just a quick little check-in saying, hey, I liked your video, or hey, I hated your video. Just I like to get feedback, and it's much appreciated. So with all that being said, guys, enjoy today's video, and yeah, just a quick AC check. Enjoy. My system's on and running pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and throw some gauges on there. We'll make sure that she's running the way she's supposed to. Looks like she is a 3-ton. Same reams I installed, a bunch of them. Let's get these caps off. Got my gauges there. Let's go see what the inside looks like. Alright, not a bad install. Installed the filter dryer on the inside, so the filter is clean. Doesn't look bad. It's a little ratty, but it's doing its job. Heat pump water heater. Keeps your garage cold. Alright, let's get these gauges on. Alright guys, it's about 73 degrees out here. Let's see if I can see the gauges. Pressures look pretty good. Let me get my temp probes on there, and we will see what kind of superheat and subcooling we're getting. Alright, got these over where you can read them. So it's a low load condition right now, because it's cool in the house and it's cool outside, so I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. Let it run for another 10 to 15 minutes. We're going to go ahead and check out the contactor, the capacitor, and we'll get an amp draw while it's running. Just check everything out, make sure there's not going to have any future issues here. give it some time, we'll come back. Let's get our temp split here. Pretty cool in the house. We got a 69-degree return air. Let's see if we got a spot for our supply yet right down there, so let's go ahead and do that. Sorry about that, camera cut off. So yeah, we're at 69 degree on the return. Let's go ahead and get a probe into the supply and see if we got a good 20-degree split or in and around that. Alright, 48.2, that looks pretty good. Don't see any cause for alarm there. It's not moving though. I wonder if my probes are reading right. Let's pull that out. Let's put that back in. Okay, it moved. So we're bouncing around 48, 47. It's pretty good. I don't have any issues with that. Not seeing anything wrong here. Let's go check the outdoor unit. Let's get some more numbers from it. Alright, she's ran for a bit longer. I don't see any issues here. It's like I said, it's a low load conditions. It's really cool in the house, and it's fairly cool outside. So, you know, I'm sure these numbers would even out and round themselves out if there was better conditions. So, I think we're okay here. Let's get some numbers off the heat pump here, and see if we can see anything. .26. Rated load amps 15.4. See an issue there. Let's get the compressor and the fans by themselves. All right, there's just the compressor, 7.2. Well within specs. It's half of its rated amperage. So, yeah, these reams are noisy. I always remember that. These rattle cans. All right, let's put this on the fan. Let's check the fan amps. All right, there's our fan amps, 1.4. And she's rated for full load amps, 2.8. So we're good there. See any issues? Let's check out the contactor and the capacitor, and we'll get out of here. All right, gauges are off. Let's get these stupid locking caps back on here. Good. All right, let's get this meter out, and we're going to check out our contactor. We'll check out our capacitor. We have here is a 45. What's kind of strange is these units don't have run capacitors for the fan. I'm gonna do some research on that. I don't even remember that when I was installing these. Strange. I'll have to do some research on these units. RP 1436 FJ1NA. Find out what they're doing with that. But yeah, that's interesting. All right, let's check him out, and we'll check him out, make sure it's good, and we'll give it a clean bill of health for now. All right, got her set on our microfarads, just like from yesterday's video. Just like yesterday's video, it's not reading. What is going on here? What is going on? There we go. 44.25. Yeah, that's well within its 6%. So we're good there. Just document that. 44.25. Turn back on, will you? I do this stuff for the customers too. So 44.25, we know that's good. Let's test our contactor out. Just like I was telling you guys yesterday, so right now our contactor's pulled in, so we're energized. So what we're going to do is we're going to just disconnect our low voltage wiring here, and that'll make him pop out. We can test this thing safely. All right, guys, so we got our low voltage safely disconnected here, wire nutted, so nothing can arc out and short on us. We got all our wires off the contactor here. I got her in ohms, and let me see what we got from side to side. I can do this with one hand. And we have 15. Oh, get in there. All right. We have 15.8 ohms. You saw it. So yeah, we're good to go. Let's button this guy back up. We'll kick him back on one more time, make sure she's running, and get on out of here. All right, guys, now I'm kind of worried because when I reattached the low voltage, the contactor didn't pull back in. So I went ahead and reset the thermostat, turned it off and then back on. Let's hope she fires back up for us. Yeah, our indoor blower's off, so let's let it go through its delay, and let's hope everything fires back up. May have an issue otherwise. While we wait, these are a really stupid idea to have in a garage here in the winter. It's cold enough as it is. Not good at all. It should have the duct kit on it to duct it outside in the winter time. We got our insulation falling down here. I'll make a note of that to him. If he wants it fixed, I'll come fix it properly for him. But yeah, that's just going to continue to fall. And then also, that's no bueno. If you're running an Airbnb with kids, it's going to open you up to a lawsuit. I'm going to bump this down at least to 125. No, 135 is way too hot. You're going to burn a child. Expansion tank's wrong. That should come out over here, and it should be pointed down. I know some guys will say they can be pointed any which way. If you do an internet search, it'll tell you they can, but they work best and they're most effective when they're pointed down with the stem on the bottom. So just some things here while we're waiting for the system to kick back on. All right, fan just kicked back on, so we should be good. It's not on there very good. Not fixing that right now. We have a beautiful running condenser. All right, that's a wrap. Let's get out of here. All right, guys, so we're rolling out of this uppity golf club resort. I got way too much money. I need to burn it. Community here. So these were just you know, like I said, these were the Airbnb people. They were just the renters that were there. You know, I went through it the best I could, checked out all the components. You know, I checked my pressures, I checked my superheat, my subcooling. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. Like I said, there was a low load in the house, so you know, you're not going to get everything perfect. As if I wanted to come this afternoon, but he said they weren't going to be here, and they leave their dog behind, and the dog wouldn't like me there. You know, him there by himself locked in the room, he might cause some damage to the guy's door or something. I don't know, but I would have loved to have been here. Came here about 1 o'clock is how I tried to schedule it. As it was, I was here, you know, 10:30, 11 o'clock. So anyway, yeah, we got another forest fire out here burning away. Hopefully hopefully it doesn't spread and get all smoky at my house. Right now it's clear here and clear at my house, but it's just well, once we come over the hill here, I'll show it to you. But we get these fires a lot around here, let me tell you. It's really dry, really low humidities in this area, and it doesn't take much to spark a fire. This thing was basically grew to like 500 acres in like 2 hours yesterday, so pretty crazy. It doesn't help that we get windy every evening, afternoon and evening as well. These people act really weird. They look at you funny too, because they don't recognize your vehicle in the neighborhood. It's like they're just really, really paranoid people. I guess that comes with getting older and having money. I don't know. As I get older, I feel more secure personally. I don't know if you guys can see the smoke off in the distance. I don't know if it translates via the camera, but anyway, that's an entire wrap on this video. You know, basically just came out to make sure, you know, he's got these renters that are going to be there for another 6 days staying at his house. So I told him, you know, it'd be a good idea for me to come out, double check everything and make sure, because otherwise we're gonna be right back in the same boat. Could have been something that I could catch, but I didn't see anything wrong. Everything fired back up. You know, all the numbers on the components were good. So we'll hopefully put a wrap on this, and hopefully I don't hear back from him, and we can move on to the next one. I'll see you on the next one.